Hi everyone, my name's Kit. Welcome to my first YouTube video. Today I wanted to just do a video on 5 great questions that you can ask and use in conversations. I find that sometimes you can be in a conversation with friends and there's like a silent moment and I guess you don't know what to say or you don't know what to ask. So I guess these are 5 questions that you might be able to use just to kind of help, I guess, you understand the person deeper. This is something that I've been trying to working on this year. This year I've been really wanting to get better at asking good questions because I think good questions help us to get to know the other person, get to know what they like, their need, what they're really thinking. So I hope that these 5 questions will be useful for you, even in your family conversations when you sit around family meals or when you're going and meeting friends again. So question number 1 is, what warms your heart? I really like this question. I heard it actually from Jerry Halliwell. She's a Spice Girl. And I really like it because it's not a threatening question. It's quite a positive question. And I think it's really like a question that really gets into what people really is in their heart and what kind of warms them. Like what is it that really they really enjoy. So I used it on my husband and I asked him what warms his heart. And I was really surprised about what he said. He said what really warms his heart is that when he sees someone who's in need, and then hearing a story about this person who's in need, this other person who goes out of their way to help the first person, whether it's, no inconvenience or whether it's a huge sacrifice. Just seeing one person, caring and offering the needs of this other person, that's what really warms his heart. And I thought that was a really encouraging and interesting thing. All right, question number 2. The second question is, what are you directing your focus on right now? So what are you directing your focus on right now? This one I really like because I'm interested to know what people's projects are, what people are focused on. It is a little bit broader than just saying what's your project right now, because what they could be really being focusing on is a particular person, or there might be a particular concern or particular aspect of their character they're trying to grow. So it kind of gives it a bit of a broader aspect so that people can answer in whatever way they want. And I thought that would be interesting to kind of hear, what other people are working on, because I can learn from that. I might want to do the same thing. That might inspire me to work on that aspect as well. Okay, question number 3. What are some things that frustrate you right now? This one is a little bit more deeper. So I guess, go find the right moment. You might not be the one that you want to start the conversation with unless you have, that kind of relationship with that person. But what are you frustrated with right now? I think it's really helpful to kind of understand, what's, because they're ruminating on, what are they thinking about, and just hearing about their concerns and just being a friend, being a family member, just listening, hearing them, asking more probing questions. Yeah, just to kind of hear what's been going on in their life. Number 4. So question number 4. Paint me a picture of what your ideal self is like. So the question number 4 is, can you paint me a picture of what your ideal self is like? This is just a question that's interesting to me. We all have what we want to be like. And I want them to kind of not just tell me little lists of things, but I really want to for them to paint me a picture, because I want them to kind of say, is it that they get up every morning at a really early time and does exercise and, start the day with a really healthy breakfast and then start on their, book writing project, and then throughout the day they, have a productive work day or a study day, and then at night time they go to bed at a reasonable hour. I want them to paint me a picture of what that ideal life is like, not just tell me, I want to be exercise regularly, but I want them to kind of help me to understand what the flow of the day is actually like. What does that ideal life look like? You know, whether it's, yeah, just that kind of interest of what they imagine. Like, I want to get into their head and see what they are picturing as well. This is question number 5. This is the last one. Are you living in the past, in the present, or in the future? So this is a question I thought was really helpful, particularly for me. So are you living in the past, the present, and the future? This is really helpful for me when I came to decluttering my garage. In my garage, there are boxes of lecture notes from probably about 10 years ago. I knew I didn't need them. I wasn't going to use them. And I wanted to chuck them. But when it came to that moment of opening the box and throwing them away, I started looking at them. And I was like, I can't do it. I can't let them go. And I think this question really helped me, because it made me realize that I was living in the past a little bit, which is why I wanted to hold on to these notes. Because like, oh, these are memories. But then at the same time, you know, I'm holding on to them because I'm like, maybe one day in the future, who knows when that will be, I might need these notes. Which is not true. I don't think I'll ever look at them. I'll probably just Google the answer if I need some sort of help. So it made me realize, and then it helped me to let go. I asked this same question to a friend of mine, and it really made him think as well. Not that living in the past, the present, or the future is bad, but are you mostly living in the past, the present, or the future? Or is there aspects of your life where you're holding on to one or the other and actually it's not helpful? So those are 5 great questions that you might want to use with your family and your friends. I hope that they are useful. So it'd be great if you can like and subscribe, and also in the comments, if you can write out some really great questions that you have heard of or you've been using so that you can share with everybody else. That would be great. Catch you next time. Hi everyone, my name's Kit. Welcome to this channel. This is my first video, and I forgot what I was going to say already.